All right, welcome back. We are Chris and Sarah from the Endurance Edge, and this is episode number 5 of Your Education.
Yeah.
So what we're going over today seems to be a little bit of a popular term. What is intermittent fasting and how it could potentially help you? This is a very broad term, so we'll start off by kind of defining it, which is a little bit hard to define, but in essence it's restricting energy or calories for some specific period of time. There's a lot of different strategies that we've seen in the research. There's a 5-day, 2-day method. There's a 6-day, 1-day method. There's Ramadan. There is certain, like a time-restricted feeding. So there's a lot of general terms that are thrown around in the research, and it's not really well researched, but why would it be researched? Why do we care?
Yeah, so just to touch on what Chris said, overnight fasting there's some intermittent fasting research about that. And the reason why there's a lot of research out there, or it's becoming more popular, is people are looking at it as a weight loss strategy. So obesity is a big issue in our country today, so more and more research is going into how can we help that, how can we combat that, and how can we help people lose weight. So the main benefit of intermittent fasting is weight loss. A lot of studies have seen that it's just as effective as a average calorie restriction, so just every day restricting your calories to a certain amount, say that be 1,500, 2,000, what have you, based on your needs. It's similar to that. There is a little bit of research saying that it might be more beneficial in preserving lean body mass, so that's something that you would want to preserve. So in weight loss, you don't just want to lose lean body mass, you want to lose more fat mass. There's also been some research into its benefits for cardiovascular disease. So even just a 5% weight loss can help reducing triglycerides, cholesterol, increasing the good cholesterol, decreasing the bad cholesterol. So there is some positives, not just weight loss, but also health positive benefits.
Right.
There's also even some research looking into disease prevention other than cardiovascular, so cancer, some aging research. We still need more research out there to have definitive benefits for some of the other health concerns, but it's definitely good for weight loss and good for some cardiovascular benefits.
I think a lot of that's just because of strategy. Just kind of comparing it to ketogenic diet, for example, which is what we did our last episode on, how that's a little bit more cut and dry. But with intermittent fasting, it's not quite as cut and dry. We've seen in the research, that this alternate fasting day, for example, like a 5-day, 2-day, and it's non-consecutive days. So say, for example, you fast on Monday and Thursday, but other days you're eating normally. That day is restricted to generally 500 or 600 calories. So you're not completely not eating in that method.
Yeah.
But I think that's why it's kind of difficult to research, is because what exactly are you are you completely cutting off all your calories? Are you eating just very, very tiny amounts? And then what do you do on the other days? So it's going to be interesting to see how much more research comes out on this, and if it's a valid strategy.
It's open to interpretation, which makes it difficult to implement and to research, because one person's definition of intermittent fasting could be different from another person's. So if it's something you're interested in for a strategy for weight loss, cardiovascular benefits, what have you, just make sure you're talking to a professional dietitian, just to kind of help plan it out and kind of see what will work best for you and your lifestyle. Because it's an option for weight loss, but it also has to fit into your lifestyle, your health and fitness goals, things like that. So it's kind of not the secret weapon.
Yes. Could be part of your arsenal.
Yes.
But not the only deal.
Yes.
Like I remember as a kid, we had to, it was like we couldn't eat after 7 o'clock or something like that. So I don't know how
arbitrary
these
value.
Right, how these little seeds get planted, but could be a strategy that fits into your overall eating plan, but one way or the other, I think it's something that has some potential to be researched. Might have some potential benefits. So will it work for you? We're happy to help you out and see if that's something that will help for you. Anything I missed?
Just big picture, ultimately, if you look at the different strategies, 6-day, 1-day, 5-day, 2-day, ultimately, you're just restricting calories overall. So the strategy isn't necessarily important. It's just kind of figuring out when you're going to restrict those calories. So
Yeah. All right, so if you have any other questions, be sure to comment below or hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Facebook. send us an email, give us a call. We are here to help you, whether you're on a weight loss journey or whether you're trying to improve your performance. And again, this is Chris and Sarah, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks.